Okay, time to play some Final Fantasy. I don't remember what I was here to do. Oh, Jesus. It's been a long time since I played this game. Journal, that's it, let's see. Oh, do I have to choose one of these guys? Is that what's going on? I'll speak with Tata. That sounds doable. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Horizontal. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the Remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Kane Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rauban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there should be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwyb Blofsvid will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthel, and he will admit you. About all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the Remembrance service is suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. I like that they're like, yeah, you can do it in whatever order. Yeah, how do I go for this? Ah, travel to Limsa. That's curious. Let's see. My Discord linking is broken. Oh well. God, how do I get out of here? This one? Oh wait, is it the other way? Aha, airship landing. Hello, Trist. I think my Discord linking is broken. I'm literally still baby. Yeah, it's true. I left off at a weird place. I wanted to pick it back up, but moving is expensive. Wow, somebody was saying in the Cruel Angel's Thesis. Good. I just remembered to look at my keybinds too. Oh god, how do you do? Oh, you just press the buttons.
Yeah, show me the cutscenes.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Oh no.
The
Not your son.
Spheres are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Kanye sucks.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood.
I think, to be fair, I am also the least enthused about her. Out of all of the, like, city
Fearful of the
representatives.
Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest.
This is not a good, like... this is not a good lighting angle for your model.
Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer.
Self-assured.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol. Do you not agree?
Snick. Where's Paul when you need him?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
What is this?
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the
Oh,
Eorzean
like
Alliance, that all the
things?
peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano.
That's true. We're in a fantasy setting. You can't just ask someone why they have horns.
It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost.
Many of you have died.
As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
And that is a sacrifice we are willing to make.
Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive.
Damn. Use space to toggle auto attacks. Yes, please. Wait. Okay.
Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound
Why is there
our
such a
woes,
pause?
the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
The game is pretty loud compared to me.
A man could
the
walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixo.
fear.
5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives
I will turn myself up
that
a little.
we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot
Alright,
remember?
perfect.
Tell.
Cynical girl. Aren't we all?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs.
She
For
fixed herself to say all
serenity,
this when Gridania's mad
purity,
racist. Yeah, that
and
tracks,
sanctity.
honestly.
We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
Follow
forest.
the
elementals!
Children.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no,
Oh my god, I'm like 2 alpha nodes high.
and my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Why are we angled down here looking up at you? Some of the camera angles in these cutscenes are really weird. The Gridanians are unfortunate. Hold on. Yeah. Shit. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians. Until recently, at least. Because I'm stupid tall. I mean, that's true. I might have maxed the tallness slider. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Not the game's fault. You know what? I guess that's fair. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess that is my fault. They're meant to be looking straight on, huh? As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. With his head tilted down. Yeah, I guess that's true. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Oops. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Oh god, I haven't even unlocked all the Aetherites here. Oops. Oh, this way? Yes. Tulda. The Royal Promenade. Where is that? To the land of hyper-capitalism. Is that what Ulda is? I feel like I only know these places by like what it looks like. It's like, okay, here you got some sand, here you got some water, and here you got some trees.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Roban as well.
What? What was that? Behold!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah!
Hoorah!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold.
Wow.
Where by
Pretty
the
impressive.
grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ulda!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard.
Oh god, not you again. Where'd
Note
you come
the
from?
sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we.
Wow.
Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, The price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Eorzea wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
Are we a
stand
nation
on
of
a
cowards?
precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
This is a much better speech.
Yeah, for Ul'dah!
Yeah, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Damn, that's pretty metal.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
I believe
Forsooth, the time is now. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Eorzea, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. You love the toad reps Ul'dah? That's true. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Toad! Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed the Eorzea are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Ul'dan send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Leaves. Wait. Oh. I think I did come from here.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Pirates.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Yeah.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When
The boat
Guardian
represents a
Empire
pirate
marched upon
vessel.
Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Alright, bud.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
I'm not gonna lie, I read that as Galadin.
Yet there
Down
are those
paladins.
who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fish
Yeah, my heart belongs to
bastards.
Lominza.
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men.
Damn.
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Yeah.
Long live the Admiral!
The Admiral! Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me
Just to gather the lads.
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
Oh, we just keep meeting, huh?
The non-stop nautical metaphors that put you off. You know what? That's fair.
Oh god.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Lominza is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominza's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominzans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my word, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Okay. But will you sail with the Admiral? I like how she looks at him like, God, stop talking. I want to go home. Horizontal, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back.
Ta-ta.
These tickets are the best thing ever. Why do they give you these tickets instead of just like erecting an aetheryte here? Like, I know it stops being the base after a certain point, but like... Welcome back, Horizontal. Were the Grand Company leaders' words as illuminating as you had hoped? Political reasons, actually? Oh, huh. That's actually interesting. Back in my day, we had to walk. I did a lot of walking. I don't remember if these were implemented the last time I played this. They might have been, and I like, missed them, but, like, they also might not have been. Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there would more of you, Horizontal. Ul'dah won't put an aetheryte there unless they get special concessions from the Scions. Yeah. Bureaucracy. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
Both of these characters are supposed to be like 16, right? Their voice actors are so old, at least in the like first set.
As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds.
So deep that the realm still bleeds.
Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Oh, wasn't their grandfather the like guy that got exploded by the meteor?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
My lady!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all.
Louis Sois, the baddest grandpa in 14 history.
The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Damn, my guy. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Sure. That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. 'Tis on the upper decks, in case you have forgotten. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearing sure. Okay. Well. This is a telephone. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Horizontal Milk. I believe you are expecting me. Horizontal Milk, aye! Our recruitment officer sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower La Nicia. Sir, Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Milk? This is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower La Nicia is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. I think I vaguely remember this quest. Okay. Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna take a little break to pee. Burp. Aha. Alright, let's get back to it. I think I fixed my Discord thing. I just had to disconnect and reconnect my account. Just had to jiggle it a little. It was probably still broken from when Twitch just reset all your connections because it was hacked. Where am I going? This way? Oh god, how do I navigate this place? Okay. Here we go. It would be most efficient to just like sit down and like just memorize where everything is, but it sounds so exhausting. Oh, that's right. I turned my sprint off. You became a pirate while you were... Yeah, I did become a pirate. It's true. It's my calling, really. Also, I like how in this game, like the rogue thief class is basically pirates, and then at some point they just become ninjas. I'm like low-key very looking forward to seeing how that happens. Ninja quest line's good? Oh, good. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the last time I played, was I played the Summoner Scholar quest lines, and those are actually pretty interesting. I thought the Summoner... Was it the Summoner one? Or no, the one with the fairies, the Scholar? I thought that one was interesting. Got to see a Tonberry. Have you considered running with your arms behind you for aerodynamics? You know what? That's true. Everybody knows you run faster like that. God, where was I saw somebody Naruto running recently, like I think in a video game or like an anime. Oh no, I was watching hi Doug. I was watching what's it called? The Star Wars Visions, the like the production that they did where they like contracted out the Star Wars license to like a bunch of anime studios and directors and were like, "Here, make some stuff." I definitely saw someone Naruto running in one of those. That was a very cool thing. Anyway, I don't think Star Wars should ever be left to a Western director again. That's my hot take. Adventure? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Why doesn't my cursor disappear during cutscenes? How far did I get when I first played? I got to the post patches of the base game. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform! Deities, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks and an engineer. Yes, one of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Milk. Gonna let that one hang for a second. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. Well, we are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Occident, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland... well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're gonna hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut, but they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Milk? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads! Charge! There's like 4 of us. An ambush! To arms! Ambush! Ambush! No, I was an Aura. Yeah, I have no idea what. I might honestly. Have they released the Bunny Boys yet? Is that a thing? I might like Fantasia. Is that a mech? Bun Boys come out and do this. Okay. Yeah, alright. With the next section, right? Join the tide. Join the tide of Bunny Boys, yeah. Running away. Right here. Duty complete. Pigs. You look like a chestnut, my guy. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. 50% of the male cats, the lessons adheres to it. Only race that one changes the big boys and big cats. Yeah, that's fair. People like what they like. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Milk, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, you know? For calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Oh, got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful. Okay then. Welcome back, Milk. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of, after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... My reading is A+, thank you. It is not early in the morning, but for me, who wakes up pretty late on a normal day, it's quite early. I've only been awake for like an hour or so. I guess it's like 2. Let us start afresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Horizontal Milk. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining. Listen, I get up at like 8 on most days now. I have a day job, sort of. A grand company is more than a simple collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merlvid Blosfin sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lass, and the strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. I like your hats. Milk, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's rank. Is there aught you'd like to say? You have my sword till sea swallows all. What skills I have are yours, till sea swallows all. I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. Yes. As would we all, a capable crew is one thing, but unswerving loyalty is a trait that cannot be trained or bought. Well said, lass. You'll never wear one on their hats? Sad. Horizontal Milk, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well, till sea swallows all. It's a grim portent of global warming there. I like that their hats are basically like one of those like big fluffy Russian hats mixed with a fez, but there's like a bell on top of it. Like a concierge bell. Can you hear me, Horizontal? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Milk. Private Milk. As opposed to public milk. Eorzea. They really do the most with the uniform. Yeah, it's great. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Honestly, can't handle it's like a secret agent, yeah. Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Riki. Might be worth your while. Quest accepted. My little chocobo. Yeah. Okay, I do want a chocobo. Grand companies. Well, if it isn't Private Milk, I must say the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few mounds of countryside on not your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Fragrim, and she will see you settled up with one of our trusty birds. Yes. Okay, and how much is this? Where's the Chicago? Oh, I see. I get it. Under materials? Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. Why is there materials and materiel? What is this? What is this? What is this distinction and why? Okay, I see. It's for 200. Don't ask. You know what? That's probably for the best. Wait. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just return to the Waking Sands then. Some things are better left unanswered. Waking Sands. Did I get a voucher? If not, just hit a couple fates. Yeah, I think I just have to do that. Welcome back, Horizontal. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. You have to do that quest since they made it mandatory. That's alright. I would like to not walk everywhere. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. Oh, you get it from this quest? Oh, nice. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Horizontal. Yeah, the first time I did it, you definitely had to just grind out coupons. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted to meet some friends, did I not? I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Oh, it's these guys. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Bump up.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Reunited, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Aye, my lady.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know.
Think-a-magy.
It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
Diplomacy.
Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am
No.
grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Oh my god, Thancred, why are you like this?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Thancred. Every time I see Thancred, I think of that meme that's just like, honestly, I could fix him, but whatever's wrong with him is way funnier. Wait, when did I get this? Oops. The milk bowl. Yes, that's me. Although it's horizontal milk, so it's probably the bowl of milk has fallen over once more. Shit, god damn it. Why did I think right-clicking it would work? Lock my bars or fight. Okay, we lock. Oh, that's right. I gotta. They don't give me any missions. Oh wait, no, they gave me the things. I see. I understand now. Yeah. Easy. Oh, I have to give it to this one. Wait. So. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo issuance. Take it. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. Wow, look at this. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Whee! Dan. I'm not gonna name my Chocobo Dan. Obviously, the chocobo's name has to be Calorie Mate. Oh, you can only... What do you mean, why not? That'd be weird! I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo Rider's License, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yeah. Yeah. Animal riding needs a license? I mean, I guess so. Oh, that's right, my bars are locked. Perfect. And now we have our own chocobo. How fast these things go? A lot faster than just walking. Oh, that's right. They increase depending on on your like level and stuff. Yeah, the level of riding speed you have. I totally forgot about that. Intriguing. Yeah, I'm playing one of the races where you cannot wear helmets. You know what they say, safety never. Now listen, you can't put the helmet on because of the giant bunny ears you got. This man has no shirt on. There he goes. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... Oh, beg pardons, 'tis a terrible habit of mine to think out loud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Can't make holes in the helmet. I feel like it would be still very dangerous. Other races legit just mold the helmet to fit around the ears. Yeah. I feel like with a helmet that would have to accommodate these giant ears, it either wouldn't provide very much protection, or like your ears would be in very danger of being like just like snapped off. Which doesn't sound particularly pleasant. Though I will say, I do think that they should let you wear helmets for aesthetic purposes. So. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adders? Good evening, Commander. I don't remember what her voice sounds like. I knew it's terrible, though. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papa Limo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the Primal Rama has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the Primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Rama, or do we leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Beastmen as in goatmen? No, beastmen as in, kobolds, Sylphs, Sahagin. What are the other ones? Amalja. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. One of these hats? These hats are... Honestly, the design is, like, kind of cute. The twin adder. Like, they just look like... They just look like little noodles. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. You'd pick Immortal Flames, but they just kind of look fun to wear. Yeah, that's fair. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Oh, there he goes, walking off. Reading self-dialogue. I don't remember what it's like. Oh, on that note, actually, I do have to end stream now. This is a short morning stream. I do have things to attend to later, by which I mean in like 20 minutes. So unfortunately, we will have to end here for today, but I promise I'll be back to play some more whenever possible. I think either honestly probably just next Wednesday, but maybe Sunday, I think. Any other day? I might be able, oh, you know what, actually, I might be able to stream tomorrow. Yeah, I might actually pick up some